I don't even know. Oh, there we go. Share screen. WSU volleyball. And let's do that. Present. Okay. What do we do? Entire screen? No. Share. And okay. I think we're live right now. There's a tape over the webcam. Do you want to show our faces or black?
I don't care.
Let's show our faces.
Okay.
There we go.
Hey.
All right. We are here. This is kind of an awkward intro, but I guess, do you want to, here, 3, 2, 1. Welcome, listeners, to KUGR Sports. A crazy day in Washington State sports. 3 games, 2 of them at home, 1 away. You're going to listen to the first one right here, live on YouTube. It's the volleyball game as the Cougars hosting the University of San Diego Toreros. The band is ready to go, playing the national anthem. But Abby, I'm here with Abby Bareksten, right? Bareksten, okay.
Close enough.
This is our second time announcing together. We're not. Abby, I want to hear from you. What do you think are the keys to this game for WSU coming in? This is their first game in the WCC, right, for conference play, yeah?
At home.
At home. Okay.
On Thursday, yes.
And they won?
They won, 3-1, yep. And San Diego played Gonzaga on Thursday night with a clean sweep up there, so they made the road trip down.
Wow.
I think for WSU tonight, it's going to be consistency, inconsistent on serve receive, and the one set they dropped in Santa Clara, their serve receive got a little shaky and they lost another option. I think if they can pull together consistency tonight, because that's kind of what San Diego does best, I think they'll see a lot of success. I'm also kind of looking to see battle of the opposites tonight. We have Katie Ryan for the Cougs, so let's just go through her. And then San Diego has a standout freshman, Oshami, 6'3" freshman over there on the opposite, and she's their kills leader for the season right now, so they're going to run through her a lot too. So kind of interesting. We'll get to see both teams with both heavy-handed opposites. That's not something you always get to see.
All right, it sounds like we need to fix a couple things with the audio, so let's... Okay, we're going to try to fix your mic, Abby, because you're a little bit quiet right now. Let's see. No, that didn't work. That doesn't seem to work either, huh? Try again.
All right.
Okay, you seem louder now.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Let's see what Davis says. All right, it's time for the introductions. Here we go. What a cool introduction they have.
Yeah, this is the video. We're on the wrong side of it.
Yeah, we are.
All right, Levi, this is your former school.
Yeah, my former school. It's weird because I feel like I have to root for Washington State, but there's still a little bit of me that always wants to root for the Toreros. Spent 4 months down at USD. Did a profile on one of their players, Nemo Beach, so and it'll be cool to watch her play again live.
Yeah, Nemo Beach, WCC Freshman of the Year last year, so they had her, and now this year they've got another standout freshman who was just Freshman of the Week for the WCC. So they're building that young team up.
So they have the Freshman of the Week. We had the Defensive Player of the Week, right, in Emma Barbera, huh?
Yeah, they also had their own Defensive Player of the Week last week in their libero. That would be Maddie Allen.
And I believe she won that award before last year, too. I've heard that name being called last year. Maddie Allen, very talented player.
Yeah, and she She was a part of San Diego's 2022 team that went to the NCAA Final Four. Actually, last time WSU faced San Diego was in that tournament in the Sweet 16. WSU fell 3-1 at San Diego. But yeah, 6 girls from that San Diego team are still a part of this program. 5 from WSU from that 2022 team. So some of these girls have seen each other before, have had that experience at that really high level in the tournament. And then there's also a lot of those new faces. So kind of both sides here.
Yeah, so perhaps a bit of a revenge factor maybe for some of the older girls on this Wazoo team, because obviously they lost in the tournament that San Diego almost won it that year, right? Yeah. Were they runner-up?
Final Four.
Final Four.
Yeah.
Final Four, and still a good program.
So.
Yeah. And WCC, not necessarily known as a powerhouse sports conference, but every so often in some of these maybe less, the sports with less money in them, such as volleyball, such as soccer, it's a little bit easier for the WCC to still find success because they're not going up against powerhouse schools. Of course, in football and basketball, there's just so much money in those sports. It makes it hard for the WCC to really find their footing sometimes. But in volleyball, they've had their fair share of runs.
Yeah, San Diego definitely historically very strong team. They played a really strong non-conference schedule this year. They played, I think, 4 ranked opponents. They had SMU, Arizona State, BYU, and U of O. Took a set off of all those teams except for U of O, and they also beat BYU in 5, who's, I believe, ranked 17th right now. So definitely played a really strong schedule the last couple weeks. So their records, they're 6-5, but that doesn't say quite as much about who they've been playing. So.
Yeah, absolutely. The records are very close right now. Washington State 6-4, San Diego 6-5. So they're pretty much even when it comes to record. We'll see today who really is the better team.
Yeah, both 1-0 to start WCC. San Diego's had to make the short trip down from Gonzaga from Thursday.
That's a convenient schedule for them, getting to go to, just kind of probably took a bus ride, I'm assuming, so
yeah,
a little bit of a nicer.
In California, so they had to make a little further trip back home.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they're happy to be back in Boulder. Abby, do you want to take color or play-by-play to start things off?
I'll let you pick, Levi. Take the pick.
Why don't you start with play-by-play for the first set?
All right.
We can kind of go back and forth each set.
Sounds good. All right, we've got Kylie Monday, true freshman, Post Falls, Idaho, going to start us off on the serve. She is their true freshman setter, which WSU also has their true freshman setter, Italia Bernal. So battle of the freshman setters, but she'll start us off for San Diego with that serve as we get lineups on. Got Jennifer Petrie over there for San Diego, 2022 ABCA Coach of the Year, still with her program. Her win against Gonzaga on Thursday was her 500th career win. She got a 500 to 180 career record at San Diego, which is insane. All right, Kylie Monday starting us off. Gonna go straight in and pass up, set to the middle. Nice little tip over. That's going to be Breckencheck in the middle with our first kill of the night for the Cougs. And that'll send Sage Brustad back to the line to serve.
Good start for the Cougs. That first point, so critical for momentum.
All right, Sage Brustad passed up nicely by San Diego, set to their outside, tipped over, popped up by Katie Ryan and out to Veronica Bodula. Sent back over to the Toreros. And a huge swing on the opposite, and that's going to be number 7, Isabel Clark. WSU is going to touch the net on the block. It was a great up by Emma Barbero, though. Good attempt.
Yeah, Barbero, unfortunately, her efforts were in vain because of the net touching, but still showing off her talent.
All right, San Diego with the serve, tied 1-1. Passed up by Brustad, set out to Veronica. Then popped up by the Toreros. Big kill outside. Popped over by Emma Barbero. Set to the middle, blocked by Katie Ryan and down. Katie Ryan and Bareksten up there blocking Kristen Erland. That'll send Emma Barbero back to the line for the Cougars. All right, she'll serve it right to Maddie Allen. Set back, popped up by Brustad, saved by Bernal. Breckencheck sends it over. All right, out to Nemo Beach. And that's going to be just long. So point Washington State. So far, we're already seeing that offense going to Nemo Beach on the outside to San Diego.
Yeah, very talented player that they have. So I would expect to see her get a lot of action as far as trying to get it over the net.
All right, set to San Diego's middle. Popped up by Bernal. Barbero will step in and set. Katie Ryan on the opposite. Huge swing and down. And the lefty on the opposite.
Katie Ryan so far doing a great job against the team that eliminated her a couple of years ago.
Emma Barbero still on the line. Cougars 4-1. Serve to Maddie Allen. Perfect pass. Set behind to Ocean Sami. Popped up by the Cougars into Breckencheck, and that's a kill. Actually, that's Lucy Bleskova in the middle. The first kill for her on the night. WSU getting good use out of their middles right now. Barbero still serving. And she'll pop it over. San Diego to the outside. Neo Beach down the line. Popped up by Bernal. Great save by Bernal, but not quite. So that's going to be a kill for Nemo Beach.
Yeah, Bernal really laid it out for that one. But too far out of bounds, I believe.
All right, Maddie Allen back to serve. Libero for San Diego. WCC Defensive Player of the Week this week. Passed up by Veronica Vodula. Set back to Katie Ryan and pushed. And she's going to call for a touch, but it looks like they're going to say out of bounds. So stays with San Diego.
Yeah, this has been an interesting battle to watch all night. Maddie Allen against Emma Barbero, two of the better liberos in the WCC.
All right, popped up by Vodula. Bleskova steps in to save it. An overpass, and that's going to be handled over there by Ocean Sami. She is San Diego's kills leader currently, and she'll get another one there.
As a freshman, too, I mean, Ocean Sami's been so impressive this season.
All right, Allen with the serve. That's going to be an ace for Maddie Allen on Vodula. So 5-5, tied it up. Serve to Brustad this time, passed well, out to Vodula on the swing, popped up by Beach, and set out to her again, tipped over, overpass, and Beach is going to put that overpass down.
Yeah, great resiliency out of this Guerrero team early on. They go down 5-1, immediately respond with a 5-0 run, and forcing WSU to take a timeout, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like the Cougars just need to clean things up a little bit. They were doing a really good job when their passes were on, spreading out to their hitters, getting their middles involved. And now we're seeing some overpasses, and San Diego's just going to take advantage of all of those. So just kind of need to reset, take a breath, clean things up a little bit. You're not too far down.
Yeah, and we've seen some great serving from Maddie Allen.
Yeah.
I mean, she is, again, proving why. She just won the Defensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, first ace of the night for either team comes from Maddie Allen. It's a great way to get things started. And the Cougars on Thursday hit a season best .313 hitting percentage, and they hit .5 in the first set. And so that really helped boost their momentum right away. So I know they'd like to see them do that again tonight, but that's really going to start with getting these passes off the net, away from Nemo Beach and Ocean Sami, because they're going to eat those up. Katie Ryan, she's at 968 total kills, so she's trying to get to 1,000. Preseason WCC team. She's building on that number. Already got
close to shoot a 1,000?
She's at 968.
Okay, so probably not going to happen tonight.
No, but in the next couple matches, I would expect.
Yeah, wow, that would be really cool.
Yeah.
10th all time in WSU history. How about that?
Yes. All right, we've got Allen back on the service line once again. 6'5" Toreros. All right. Hits the tape, popped up by the Cougars. Oh, and they're going to get called on a lift out of the net for that one.
Yeah, that sure looks illegal to me. I'm not a rules expert, but from watching it,
It was a little awkward, yep.
Yeah, I think that was Katie Ryan who got taken for that.
Yeah, she got kind of stuck in one spot. And the Cougs will sub in Karen Freeling for Vodula just to switch up the serve receive a little bit. And they will serve to Brustad. Set back to Katie Ryan. Tip over off of the block and down. So another kill for Katie Ryan, and that'll send her out and will send Jaden Walls in. And Jaden Walls will go back to serve. Cougs down 6-7. All right, and serve in. One-handed set back to Ocean Sami, who will hit it out of bounds. So Walls will go back to serve once again.
Yeah, right idea there from Ocean Sami. She saw there was not really anybody in the area down on kind of the back right of the court, but just hit it a little bit too far, goes out of bounds.
Into the net for Walls. So that'll put it back into San Diego's hands, 8-7. And that will also send Ocean Sami back to serve. So the Kings would probably like to see her get off of the front row. And she will serve into the net as well. So back to the Cougars. That'll send Karen Freeling back to the line. Things tied up 8-8. All right, popped up by San Diego to the outside. Nebo beat huge block. Lucy Bleskova straight down.
How about that? Bleskova was in the perfect positioning to make that happen. I mean, her and Natalia Bernal was like a wall right there.
Perfectly closed. Beats had nowhere to go. All right, Freeling with the serve. Popped up by San Diego. Out to Beach once again. Tipped this time and falls down. So that was a good choice by her after that block. And that'll put Logan Golden in for Karen Freeling to play the back row.
Yeah, credit to Freeling. She serves it so cleanly.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell she's very strong. The way she doesn't even look. It looks effortless getting the ball over the net.
Beach is now back to serve and into the net as well. So that's the second consecutive service error for San Diego. And that's going to keep the Cougars in front, 10-9, with Bleskova headed back to the line. All right, popped up by Allen, a little off the net. Set from the knees, and that was tipped off of, I believe, all right. So tipped into the antenna, the refs are going to say. San Diego's going to fight that it was tipped off of the Cougars' hands and into the antenna. Looks like the refs are going to talk about that a little bit. But as it stands right now, Cougs up 2 points. I don't think we have an official challenge. I think they're just discussing. And they're going to break, and it's going to be point San Diego, so overturned. I think that's the right decision. So off the WSU's block into the antenna. And that'll instead tie things up 10-10. And that will put Haley Stoner, actually, she's going to sub out. And we'll have Ani Evans come in to serve for San Diego. Ani Evans, graduate student setter for the Toreros. She spent her first 3 years at Nebraska, which is quite impressive, as Nebraska is usually one of the top teams in the country. So she was there for 3 years, played a little bit for them, and then transferred over here last season. And she will come in to serve for the Toreros.
Yeah, coming over from a really good program and joining another good program. I mean, I don't know if she really downgraded, maybe a little bit, but USD is no joke as a volleyball team.
And she will serve into the net as well, so third consecutive service error for San Diego.
And at this point, I think it's a bit of a mental thing. I mean, they just have to get it out of their heads. We know we've practiced. We can get it over the net.
Absolutely. All right, and that's going to put Italia Bernal on the line for the Cougars. Served in. Shanks pass a little bit. Free ball from the Toreros. Katie Ryan will pop that one up and out to Brustad, who's blocked, covered. Back to Ryan, wide open net. Oh, and they come in and get it. Cougars save that one. Into the middle. Wow, huge swing. That's going to be Kristen Erlin for San Diego out of the middle. And that'll put Kylie Monday, freshman setter, on the line for San Diego.
And she's the one who started it all off for them.
And she'll put it into Emma Barbero. Nice pass into the middle. Wow, breaking check. That was beautiful. Perfect pass from Emma Barbero. Nice set to the middle.
Sometimes you just know I'm gonna get a point here. And Breckencheck, from the moment she saw the ball coming to her, you could tell she knew she was gonna score that. It was a perfect hit.
Yeah, true freshman. She had a career high 10 kills on Thursday, so she's doing well again tonight.
Yeah, really starting to come into herself.
All right, block from Katie Ryan. We get a tip over from Ocean Sami. Katie Ryan with the swing and just out. So good attempt from Katie Ryan, just out on the back line. Toreros will sub in. I can't quite see who that is because she's short. There we go. That's going to be Olivia Bennett is going to come in for Isabel Clark to serve. We'll see if the Toreros can get the serving together this time. Tied up 12-12. And there we go. Over the net to Emma Barbero. Out to Taryn Breeling. Huge swing. Popped up by Bennett. To the middle. Tip. Covered by Bernal and popped over. And they're going to call that a double, which I didn't think they could still call this season, but apparently they can.
Walk me through that rule.
Okay, actually they can call that. So they changed it so you can have a double contact if it's to your own team. If it goes over the net, they can still call a double contact. And so that one was a set that went over to the other team, so then it was illegal. And as I say that, huge swing from Katie Ryan and a kill, so quick point conversion from the Cougars after the crazy ref call. And then we'll get Emma Barbero back to serve. Yeah, they just changed the NCAA rules for doubles this season, so I'm learning them too. Barbero will serve. And that's going to be an ace for Barbero off of Ocean Sami. Nice serve from her.
Barbero targeting freshman of the week, Ocean Sami. That time it worked out for her.
All right, and she'll serve, and that one's going to be just out, hitting the line judge's foot.
But again, you see she's targeting Kennedy Ocean Sami. And clearly they think that even despite her being statistically one of the better players on this team, they clearly think she could be maybe a weak spot in their defense.
Right, now we've got Diego Silvero, Maddie Allen on the line with the serve. Popped up by the Cougars, out to Katie Ryan with the tip. Blocked by Beach, out to Breeling. Blocked and out of bounds. That's going to be a kill for Taryn Breeling. And I really like seeing her in there because I feel like they don't always start with her and then they bring her in, but she seems like she's a great weapon for the Cougars on that side.
Yeah, again, we see where her strength pays off because while that did hit Toreros, they could have saved that, but she just hit it so hard, they didn't have a chance. It bounced right off them out of bounds.
All right, serve passed up by Allen. Out to Beach. Popped up by Brewstad. Nice dig. Freeling with a tip this time. San Diego's going to just put over a down ball to Brewstad. Setter dump from Bernal. Saved by the Toreros. Free ball. Cougars with an opportunity. Blanchkova off the block and down. So kill for Blanchkova. Going to be her second kill of the night. And Cougars up 16-14 now.
Yeah, still a very close game, but maybe a little bit of an advantage right now for Washington State. If not for those 3 net violations, the Toreros would probably be winning.
Yeah, San Diego, they're very scrappy. They get a lot of balls back that you'd think would hit the floor, and a lot of them make it back over, but a lot of them have been free balls, giving Washington State a lot of opportunities right now. So honestly, right now, the Cougars are just playing cleaner volleyball. San Diego's getting things back, but just not quite as cleanly. And so that's where WSU's having their advantage. They have more hitters. They have more open net. So if they can keep playing their clean game of volleyball, they're going to be fine. And they are hitting .33 right now compared to San Diego's .1. So that's where that difference is.
Yeah.
Consistency and between the cleanliness of the hitting.
Yeah, and what did you say last on Thursday? It was they hit .31? .31,
.31, yeah.
.31.
They did hit .5 in the first set. They're not quite there right now, but
still, I mean, if they can just continue to improve just a little bit.
And right now, Katie Ryan leading the Cougars with 3 kills. Nemo Beach leading San Diego with 3 kills. Ocean Sami been a little quiet there on the opposite. We'll see if they can get her going, if they can get the passes going. That'll put Jaden Walls back for the Cougars to serve with that 2-point advantage. And she'll serve to Maddie Allen, who passes nicely to the middle. Up by Brewstad. And great dig, but just over and out. So point Toreros. And now Ocean Sami back to serve to San Diego. Serve to Brewstad. Nice pass up to Bernal. Out to Breeling. Huge swing. Nobody there. Kill for Karen Breeling. She just hit so hard.
And I believe that's Breeling's third of the day? Second of the day,
yeah.
Okay.
And she will head back to the line after that kill. Serve to Beach. A little off the net, and she'll come in and swing. Barbero, great dig, right to Bernal. Breeling will tap it over. San Diego a little messy right now. Breeling with a nice pass. Out to Brewstad. Blocked him down, so Brewstad with the kill. And she had 19 kills on Thursday. We're hitting .36 herself, so she's ready to get going tonight.
Yeah, Brewstad's had a great season coming over from Eastern Washington. Definitely a key pickup for them over the offseason.
All right, Breeling with the serve. Beach is having a little trouble with that. Joust, and San Diego's going to win that joust with Brewstad. Great serve from Breeling, though. Had San Diego out of system. This is sometimes hard to beat a setter on a joust. And Golden will come in for the Cougars, and Nemo Beach will serve. Cougars still have that 2-point lead, 18-16. Off the net a little bit, out to Brewstad. It looks like she's going to get a touch off the high hand there, so point Cougars. Nice kill for her. That'll send Blanchkova to the line. All right, and she'll serve to Allen. Nice pass out to Isabel Clark. Block. Out once again to her. Off the block and out this time. So takes another attempt and gets that point.
I have to say, I'm really loving the armband that the Cougars are wearing. It's got this really cool kind of white turns to pink, turns to crimson.
Ombre, yeah.
It's really cool.
Right.
Great little touch.
And a shank pass from Logan Golden, so that's going to be an ace for Haley Stoner, San Diego. And the Cougars will take a timeout after that one. Still up 19-18, but just want to talk about what just happened.
Yeah, they're holding on to a small lead right now.
Fun fact that I learned before this game. One of San Diego's assistant coaches, Casey Shaneline, she is the sister of WSU's Director of Volleyball Operations, Grant Shaneline, and she played here from 2014 to 2017, and then went and played professionally, and now she's coaching for San Diego, so she's got a little homecoming.
Yeah, fun little homecoming for her. I'm sure Grant is somewhere in attendance here.
Timeout, you know, after an ace like that, you kind of want to make sure things are cleaned up, that doesn't escalate. You still do have a lead, so if you can stop it right here for be the first one to 20, make sure that serve receive is focused in. I think that was a good choice from him before you let it get too out of hand.
Yeah, absolutely.
Carreras has 3 aces compared to the Cougars 1. They do also have those 3 errors, so a little high risk, high reward for their serving tonight. It was hurting them earlier, but now that they're able to get some more of those aces in there, that might help them out a little bit. And Stoner will come out of the timeout, ready to serve. All right, into Golden. Nice pass that time. Out to Brustad. Tip over the block. Covered by San Diego. And pushed over. Jaden Walls will take that one. Back to, I believe, who was that? Breckenstack with another kill. True freshman.
Yeah, the freshman Breckenstack making a big impact right now.
All right, and Katie Ryan will come back on the floor. I know the Cougars always like to see that. And that'll put Bernal on the line. Cougars up 20-18. Pops up by Isabel Clark and set out to her. Blocked by Breckenstack. San Diego covers it. Once again, Golden, nice dig. Cougs will scramble a little bit. 3 balls to San Diego. That gives them an opportunity to Isabel Clark. Barbera, wow. Wow, that was a great dig. Just overpassed and then handled by San Diego with the kill. Carreras within 1. Kylie Monday, back to serve. She will put that into Brustad. Nice pass, lots of options. Check down through the block. So that's going to be her, let's see, her 4th kill of the night. So she is now leading the Cougars in kills.
Yeah, the freshman leading the Cougs, and right now she would be the difference in a win. So good game for her so far.
All right, Brustad with the serve and just long. San Diego will send in Olivia Bennett to serve.
Now, are those tattoos on Brustad's shoulder? What is that?
I think it's cupping for her shoulder. I'm assuming she has an injury.
An injury?
Yeah. Releases tension.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not an athletic trainer, but. Ryan will respond with a kill. So Cougars keep that 2-point lead, 22-20. Emma Barbero back to serve. Into Maddie Allen. Nice pass back to Ocean Sami. Shoots flat, and that's Lucy Pleskova shutting down that standout freshman. It's a great momentum builder for the Cougars as San Diego takes a timeout. Cougars up 23-20 within 2 of this set.
Yeah, Washington State finally kind of pulling away, if you can call a 3-point lead pulling away. But I think this is the biggest they've led since they were up 5-1 at 23-20. And a good time to have a 3-point lead is when the set is almost over.
Yeah, it's only 3 points, but it definitely feels like it's really swung in the Cougars' direction, especially that huge block. San Diego went to their player they've been relying on kind of all season, and she got absolutely shut down. So when that happens, you kind of got to figure out how to rebuild. Definitely feel like the momentum is in the Cougars' hands right now, so if they can keep that with them, get those last 2 points to close it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Washington State, big day for sports, and a school that it's been a while since they've had home games, actually. The volleyball team, the soccer team have both been on the road, but today both of those teams are back home. The soccer team playing later tonight, also against the University of San Diego. So I wonder if the USD volleyball team will be there to cheer on their soccer counterparts.
If they're done in time, I'm sure they will be. But
yeah. Kind of you don't see that very often. A doubleheader between the same schools on the same day.
All right, Barbero with the serve. Nice pass by San Diego out to Nemo Beach. Barbero, great dig. Bernal to the back row. Brustad. Oh, a nice swing out of the middle back, but that's going to be just long. So it goes back to San Diego. We'll put Maddie Allen on the line. Down 2.
Well, if they want anybody on the line here, it would be Maddie Allen, the veteran, experienced libero.
All right, that's the Brustad shank, but saved barely by Barbero and tapped over to the middle. Blocked by Katie Ryan. San Diego covers it. Out to Ocean Sami. Nice little tip over. Brustad with the pass. Out to Breeling. Blocked, covered by Barbero. Back to Katie Ryan. Blocked by Beach, covered again by WSU. Out to Breeling with the tip. And looks like that's going to fall short into the net. So good point by both sides. Lots of coverage on that block.
Yeah.
San Diego hangs in a little longer.
Yeah, WSU really made them work for that point. Credit to Barbero, who saved it from being an ace. But unfortunately, the Toreros do get it.
All right, Brustad, nice pass that time to Shrek. San Diego will pass that up out to Beach. Big swing. Breeling covers, but overpass. Barbero with the one-handed stab out to Breeling and block. Barbero with the up. Bernal free ball. He's saving everything. Out to Ocean Sami. Wow. Bernal. Breeling. Point. I don't know how the Cougars stayed in that.
How about that? How about that?
Breeling takes her opportunity. That'll give him set point.
Well, the Toreros made a mistake of giving a free ball to Wazoo. I mean, if not for Barbero's incredible dig, that was the Toreros' point to lose.
Yep, they were out of system the whole time and made it happen, and that'll put Walls on the line for set point. Buller on their feet with the serve. Tight pass out to Beach. Touched by the block, popped up by Brustad. Pushed out to Breeling with a big hammer. And that's going to be in. First set will go to Washington State off of a couple huge points.
How about that? Yeah, Washington State, they earned that one.
I love it. That's how they're going to end that set. That's exactly what you want to take with you. I feel like sometimes you'll finish the set out and you'll kind of barely get there, and then it's hard to get the next one going. That one, I feel like they really ended with an exclamation point. They're kind of beating San Diego at their own game right now. San Diego likes to be the scrappiest team on the floor, and Washington State just said, hey, we can do that too. So,
yeah,
nice to see that. Good momentum for them going into this set. San Diego wants to regroup, clean things up a little bit. And they hit points. Cougars hit points 3-6-4 that set.
Wow. So if they keep on that pace, it'll be their new season high.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, Toreros only lost by 3 that time, still worth noting. And 3 times they hit the ball into the net. I have to ask, when you're at this level, in obviously the NCAA, do they still practice that? Is that still something? Because I'm sure they've been practicing serving since they're like 5 years old. Like it's like like throwing a baseball.
Yeah.
It's the simplest. So do you think that they still practice that at a collegiate level? Is that something that just kind of they get so good at that they can kind of forget about it?
I feel like they do, but in a different way. You have to practice more pressure scenarios, and also knowing how to serve aggressively, but also how to still be consistent. So sometimes you'll see teams that rack up like a lot of aces, but they're also racking up a lot of errors. And so a lot of teams sometimes will have trouble finding that balance of, okay, so we can have 10 aces in a match, but can we also afford to have 10 errors in a match? And so I think that's kind of what gets practiced more, is you have some of these girls that are really aggressive servers and have a hard time taming it in. And then also, those pressure situations. So you come up, it's 2020, it's set 5, or not set 5, we wouldn't go that long, but 2020 set 4, you got to make that serve in. So I think that's what gets practiced more, as well as picking those spots. When you're little, you're just kind of trying to get the ball over the net, and these girls aren't doing that anymore, but they have their coaches constantly telling them, hey, serve here, or hey, serve here. So that's part of it too. But I definitely think when you get into a match and you want to get those aces, that's when those errors start popping up, and I think that's what San Diego kind of got in their head about, was we want to serve this team off the court, but we can't necessarily do that.
Yeah, well, I guess it's all a matter of strategy. How aggressive do you want to be when you're serving, as far as limiting mistakes versus if you do think you're able to have an incredible serve and make them pay with some aces, maybe you do want to. So I guess there is some strategy in there.
Yeah, and you'll see coach by coach, there's some differences too. It really depends on the team. Some teams really do like to just be that high risk, high reward, and some teams like to not miss. So kind of depends what they're feeling. Can depend on the team you're playing as well. But both teams actually had 3 service errors in that last set. I just feel like Washington State probably came at better times. San Diego's were all right in a row. It really killed the momentum that they had early in the set. So they can keep it consistent. That's where they're going to find their success. I also think that Washington State with 3 blocks that set, San Diego had none. So Washington State winning the blocking side. And the Cougs have Bareksten starting in the front row right now, which they'll like to see. She's hitting perfectly right now, 4 kills on 4 attempts. So it doesn't get any better than that. So they've got Sheck and Katie Ryan and Brewstad up in the front row right now. So really strong start for them to this set. Lots of options up there in the front row.
Yeah, I would say probably smart to have Bareksten up there.
Yeah, you're hitting perfectly. You're going to keep going there. All right, Bernal will start us off. That's an ace to start set 2 right between Allen and Clark on that back line. Nice spot.
What a way to get started.
Exactly.
Be aggressive. I like it.
And Bernal will take another one. All right, sent in to Clark. Off the net a little bit. Set off her knees. Tipped in. And overpass for the Cougars and out of bounds. So a little messy there. And that'll put in Olivia Bennett to serve. All right, passed up by Golden off the net. Barbera will take the set. Out to Brewstad. Tapped over. Into San Diego's middle. Barbera will take the set once again. Katie Ryan, huge swing, nice dig by Allen on the line. Out to Nemo Beach, another dig from Bernal, but not quite high enough. And that was a great dig from Allen on Katie Ryan's attempt.
Yeah, Maddie Allen showing why she is that veteran leader of the USD defense. Torero's up 2-1.
All right, you still serve it in to Golden. Off the net a little bit. Bernal will set. Brewstad out to Allen, and she'll handle that. Torero's scrambling just a little. But Beach, wow, gets around that ball. Huge kill down the line. I didn't think they were going to have a swing at that at all.
Yeah, that was a great a great kill from Nemo Beach.
Yeah, really athletic. She got around the ball, squared up, huge swing. Keeps it 3-1 Guerreros. Passed up by Brustad into the middle with Katie Ryan. And she was a little late or early, it looks like, on that one, so out of bounds. Just a miscommunication on the Cougars side. Guerrero's on a 3-0 run right now. Into Golden, nice pass behind to Strack, and there's another kill for her. She's having a day.
That one bounced all the way into the upper levels of the stand, which are a little bit empty. I feel a little sad right now for this attendance. I think Cougars can do a little better.
It's the 12 p.m. start. It's early for the Cougars.
Yeah, everyone was out partying a little too late last night, perhaps.
Oh, reeling. Okay. Kill on the overpass. Although San Diego is in the net anyway, so unforced error for San Diego. Keeps the ball with Washington State. Brustad to serve. Served into Allen. Nice pass out to Beach. Wow, good swing, but popped up by Barbero. Rebound from the Cougars, little miscommunication. San Diego has opportunity. Beach again, out of bounds that time. Two great swings from her, though. When San Diego's passing is on, they can really get that pushed out there.
Yeah, but unfortunately the mistake at the end, and so right back into the game, tied up four apiece for the Cougars.
Brustad still serving into the net this time. So first service error of the set for the Cougars. And that'll put Allen back to serve. The Cougars still have Katie Ryan in the front row, so wouldn't be surprised if we see this fed right over there to her. Barbero, and back to Ryan, as I just said. Off the block, covered by Bennett. Into the middle, big kill for Haley Stoner, and she was a part of that 2022 Final Four team. Senior middle blocker now, but second kill for her for the night. It's not night, I guess, day. Allen still serving. Reeling pops it up. And Bareksten once again! Number 6 for 6.
6 for 6. That's impressive. I don't know exactly what's considered good for volleyball standards, but it sounds impressive to me.
And she will come out, unfortunately, for Washington State, but Barbero will go back to serve.
Oh, she'll be back soon enough.
Oh, yeah. And just out of bounds. So second service error for Washington State. So kind of doing what San Diego did last set. Maybe it's something with that side of the court. Now we have Sami back to serve. Nice pass from Barbero to the middle. Lucy Bleskova passed up by Allen off the net. That's set, but handled by Beach. That would have been a double last year. But blocked down now. That's going to be Kylie Monday, the setter for San Diego, putting it down. Ocean Sami will stick with the serve. See, I don't like that double contact rule. But all right, pass over. Set to the middle. Lucy Bleskova puts it down. Walls will come in to serve. WSU's middles tonight. I feel like historically we've really gotten to see their middles when we had Magda Yahalasheva in here a couple years ago, but this year not quite as much, but they're making noise tonight. All right, served in. Haley Stoner with the tip. And looks like it's going to be into the antenna for the Cougar block. So we'll get some substitutions for San Diego and get Nemo Beach on the line. She will of San Diego.
Nemo Beach just feels like she was made to live in a city like San Diego. She comes from Arizona. Can you imagine having a name Beach or living in Arizona? I mean, there's literally a saying about it.
Yeah, she went to the right school for sure. All right, and that's going to be a kill from Lucy Bleskova once again for Washington State on the slide. That's going to be her 4th kill of the night on 6 attempts, so she's having a really efficient night as well.
Yeah, they've all been efficient tonight.
Definitely. Cougars down 7-10 right now. Karen Vreeling with the serve. Nice pass from San Diego. Barbero covers it, but no one else can get there. Nice one-handed attempt from her.
Yeah, that was just clean volleyball, it felt like, coming out of the Toreros. It was just, I mean, bam, 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 and Washington State didn't have an answer.
Yeah, that's what they were missing last set, was that clean pass set hit, and now they're getting that turned on, and that gives them a 4-point lead. Haley Stoner with the serve. Bleskova at the attempt. Up to Isabel Clark, and some miscommunication from Walls and Golden ran into each other. So keeps the point with San Diego. Washington State will take a timeout after that, which I think is a good decision. Talk about it, figure out where things are breaking down. Cougars down 7-12 right now. Yeah,
not too late yet for the Cougars to make a comeback, but a good opportunity to take a step back and think about it. I mean, you got Logan Golden. This is her 5th year, right? Just a bit of a mistake there, running into the Walls. So maybe just try to get the communication settled out and figure things out.
Yeah, I think the Cougars will put in Walls mostly to serve and play defense, but I think sometimes they'll put her in the back row to set, and then they have Atalia Bernal stay in the front row but hit as an opposite, and so they're kind of running a 6-2 briefly. So I'm sure Walls thought, hey, I'm also a setter. Maybe I should be the one trying to go get that second ball, and Golden probably forgot that she was next to someone who's also a setter. But right now, Cougars will reset. They got to watch out for Nemo Beach over there to 6 kills. She's leading San Diego right now.
And credit to Kennedy Oceansami. I feel like she's had a bit of a quiet day, but she's done a really good job picking up serves and passing to her teammates.
Yeah, she's really definitely not the offensive numbers that I think she's used to. I believe she's had double-digit kills in like 9 of her first 10 games as a collegiate player. Wow. Right now she's only at 1, so she's probably not used to that, but she has to be doing a job holding down that service team, holding down that defense, especially because the Cougars seem to be attacking her. So she's making a difference in other ways, definitely, but I'm sure she'd like to see that offensive number come up a little bit.
Well, that's something she'll have to learn. Not every game you're going to put up superstar numbers. Even the best of the best have quiet games.
Yes. All right, Haley Stoner will open things up after the timeout. Over to Barbero. Bad pass, but Walls will take that. Brustad with the swing. Nice block. That's going to be Kristen Erlin, middle blocker for San Diego, puts that one down. That's their second block of the match and second of the set. So they finally figured out the blocking, and it's working for them. Throws up by 6 now. Golden off the net pass once again. Brustad has to tip it. Throws a little off. Beach in the back row. Nice dig by Walls off that back row attack. Out to Brustad. Beach with the pass. Into her once again with the tip this time. Walls one-handed up. Free ball from the Cougars. That's going to go out to Isabel Clark. Left-handed tip. Cougars tripping over each other a little bit. Free ball from them. Everyone's okay. Out to Clark. Wow, a lot went on in that point. The whole time, though, WSU was out of system, and San Diego was very much in system. So.
Yeah, San Diego probably should have won that point a little bit earlier, considering there's a 1.3 Cougars on the floor.
Yep.
Jaden Walls had a nice little dig to keep it going. But yeah, that was a struggle one. And now Washington State, they called the timeout down 12-7. Now they're down 14-7. Another timeout.
Yep. Yeah, I got to stop things before it gets much more escalated. I just think we're seeing, honestly, a flip of what we saw in set 1. San Diego was really messy the whole time, just trying to kind of hang in there for points, very out of system, and WSU is playing clean volleyball. And now now we have opposite. San Diego's getting those quick conversions, great swing, great passes, and WSU kind of seems like they're running around scrambling and trying to stay in the so interesting. I feel like if you switch sides and everything's good.
Yeah, and we're seeing the Toreros. It looks like they've kind of got their mojo back. They're doing dances on the sidelines to get their points, and they look very confident right now. Especially Nemo Beach looks very confident. Maddie Allen looks very confident. So we're seeing this is a different Torero team coming out in the second set.
Definitely. Yeah, and right now WSU servers seeing a lot of their passes are very off the net. Bernal's having to come behind the 10-foot line to get those, and really only has one option, and it's in St. Brustad. So Toreros are going to keep targeting that server seed. They've been going towards Logan Golden right now, who's just having trouble getting that pass onto the net. So Cougar's got to get that so they have more options to open up. You can't just keep going to the outside and have her pivot every time.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we'll see if they can get this server seed under control or if they're going to have to switch things up. Right now, Stoner's still on the line. To Golden once again, and again, that's off the net. Bernal has to scramble out to Brustad. Clark pops that one up. Oh, Torero's good communication on that one. Couldn't decide who was taking the second ball.
Yeah, the look there on Haley Stoner's face, she clearly didn't think that she was going to go after that, but it was closer to her, so I don't know exactly what she was thinking there.
I think their setter was somewhere else, and they thought she was coming in. Little campfire, we'll call it.
Yeah.
All right, Beach with the pass. Out to Clark. Big swing, wow. Cross court. Golden couldn't handle it.
Yeah, Isabel Clark really made the Cougars pay with that one.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't seen her much. I feel like she just kind of came on in the second set, but she's at 5 kills already.
And now 15-8. Torero still up on top.
All right, Kylie Monday with the serve. That's going to go to Sage Brustad. Off the net pass once again. And she'll take a swing. Nice spot, nice placement on that one. She didn't take a full swing, just kind of a little chip that put it right in front of Maddie Allen. All right, we got Bernal back to serve. She was on Mexico's 19U national team, so she's got a lot of high-level experience coming to Washington State. And Isabel Clark down the line, kill off of Barbero's knee, it looks like.
Yeah, Barbero, sometimes you think she may be invincible out there, but then you get reminded she can't make every save.
Yep, yeah, her blocks got to be there too, and that time they were not. And that'll put Olivia Bennett on the line. She'll serve that to Barbero. Nice pass this time, first time in a while. And that time they convert. So when you get that pass on the net on top of Bernal's head, you can make something happen, and Brustad will make that a kill. And we'll put in Taryn Vreeling. All right, Vreeling with the serve. Low pass from the Toreros. Blocked by Sheck. To the middle, passed up by Bernal. Barbero will take the set. Vreeling with the tip. Ocean Tommy. And she'll take a swing. Handled by Brustad. Free ball from the Cougars. San Diego with the opportunity. Out to Beach. And just out of bounds. No surprise they went there on the free ball, but can't quite convert, so Brustad will stay with the serve. All right, and she'll serve. Wow, Maddie Allen, that was a serve. And out to Beach once again with the tip just over the block. Bernal pops it up, not quite into the net. So, point San Diego. Kill for Nemo Beach off the little tip over the block. And Maddie Allen's on the line. It's going to be 17-11 San Diego. Go to the 5-6 piece. We'll see if that's where she hits it. Yes, it is. All right, and back to Katie Ryan. actually haven't said her name in a little while, but that's a kill for her. Passes haven't been on enough to get it back there.
Yeah, Cougars trying to mount a little bit of a comeback. Still down by 5. A little bit better than when they were down by 7.
Yep.
So just taking points they can get.
Barbera will try to keep that going. They definitely have time. And that's going to be out of bounds. So 6th service error of the game for the Cougars. I believe that's the 3rd of the set, whereas San Diego has not had any this set. That's something they cleaned up from set 1.
Yeah, that's a tough momentum killer with the service error there.
Barbera overpass. Haley Stoner puts that down. That's like textbook right there. So,
yeah, there was just no Cougars in the area.
Yeah.
Haley Stoner wide open.
Gave her basically a free chance. All right, Ocean Sami with the serve. Barbero. Katie Ryan into the bench, saves it. Free ball from the Cougars. Out to Beach. And someone's in the net. Yep. Either Katie Ryan or Lucy Bleskova straight into the net on the block. So even though it was an error from the Toreros, they're gonna keep the point, and they're gonna put Veronica Vodula in for Taryn Breeling. It looks like they just want to switch up serve receive a little bit, see if they can get something going. Ocean Sami still on the line. Nice serve from her. Barbero pops it up. Back row to Brewstad. Tip over. San Diego scrambling just a little bit. Beach is up and touched off Katie Ryan and Bleskova and down. So San Diego now leads 21-12. And the Cougars are going to try to switch something else up. They are going to put in Maramuso for serve receive for Brewstad. Out to Katie Ryan, big swing and down. So sometimes you just make a substitution just to throw the other team off a little bit on the serve, and that's what works for them.
Yeah, this is the first time we've called Maramuto's name. Is she freshman? Freshman.
Yeah.
Out of Ohio.
It looks like someone's getting
out of Hawaii. I read it wrong there. Freshman out of Hawaii. Yeah, we don't see her play all that often. What's the scouting report on Maramuto?
It's like Bleskova needed a Band-Aid, so we're going to continue now. All right, Walls with the serve. And Cougars, I believe, into the net once again. So another unforced error with their block hitting that net. And Maramuto is in middle back serve receive. So we'll see how she does with that. And they're going to go right to her. But nice pass from her. And out to Vodula. Out of bounds. Thinking maybe she can get a touch. And the upref will say yes, there was a touch, even though neither line judge called it. I would not be surprised if we see a challenge from Jennifer Petrie. Although she might just think it's not worth it.
Yeah, when you're up by 8, you might want to just save the challenge for when it's closer.
Absolutely. The Cougars will keep the point. Vodula will go back to serve. All right, passed up by Clark, off the net a little bit. Bad set. Yeah, San Diego couldn't get to that. Looks like they wanted to run a slide with Haley Stoner. She wasn't quite there. Things just kind of fell apart. So Vodula will keep the serve, trying to mount a little comeback. At least get some momentum going into set 3. All right, passed up by Clark. Tight pass. Tipped over. Walls will cover that. Clark with the swing. Blocked by Bernal. He's with the swing. Blocked solo by Bleskova. And a joust, Kylie Monday. Those setters always winning those jousts with those strong hands.
Yeah, that was a great play there by Monday, and Barbero dived for it. Couldn't get there, and now USD, they are closing in on victory, 23-15.
Haley Stoner serving. Last time she was up there, had that long run that pulled them this lead. Lechkova with the error on the slide. So we'll see Stoner serve for set point. See if the Cougars can just build kind of any momentum points to take with them at this point. This set's pretty much lost, but see if we can get something to build on. And that's going to be an ace for Haley Stoner, so her serving was on in that set. And they will go into the locker room to talk about it, tie it up. Both teams with one set under their belt.
Yeah, big win there for the Toreros. They needed that. 25-15, a 10-point victory.
Yeah, and at the end of set one, I feel like all the momentum was with the Cougs, and now we see it go the other way. So we'll see what happens as we come out of this little mid-set break.
Yeah, absolutely. The momentum is with the Toreros.
Yeah, we will take a break too, so we'll be back.
All right, do we want to switch it up? I'll do some play-by-play. You do color? Well, we welcome you back. Thank you to our listener/viewer. Back to the Bowler Gymnasium. It's the first of a KUGR doubleheader. Tonight, we'll have KUGR coverage of the Washington State versus Boise State football game as the number 25 Broncos host the number 26 Cougars. But right now, it's the volleyball game taking place right in front of us. USD took the last set 25-15. It's tied 1-1 as the Cougars looking to improve their currently undefeated WCC record. With a caveat, they've only played one game in the WCC. It's all about expectations, right, Abby? I mean, I was at USD last year, and the general consensus was that it was a disappointing season for their volleyball team. Despite having a winning record, they had a good season last year, but after finishing fourth place 2 years ago, it was a consensus that, yeah, it's kind of disappointing. This year, I think the expectations were a lot more accurate for USD, baby. And they've lived up to them. They've had a good season so far.
Yeah, they've had a really good non-conference schedule. That win against BYU is huge, especially having that before conference play starts as far as rankings. They're already receiving votes in the rankings, so definitely strong team, strong expectations.
Yeah, Kylie Monday getting things started off with the serve. A great save there by Maddie Allen. And now Washington State try to get it. It's Katie Ryan on the kill. It's 1-0 Cougar. No, it's not. It's 1-0 Toreros.
Clark blocked that. Straight down. It was hard to see it was so straight down. But nice solo block from Clark on the 6'5" Katie Ryan.
Monday again on the serve. Barbero, good set, but a free ball given to the Toreros, and Clark went in for the kill. Now Brewstad's going to have to let that one go out of bounds, and so another point to the Toreros. Nothing really they could do about that. I believe that was
Bernal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Natalia Bernal who kind of just popped it up. So once again, Kylie Monday going to serve for the third straight time. That one picked up by Brewstad, and now Ryan for the kill. And again, that's point to the Toreros.
Yeah, just out of bounds. I thought maybe she was going to get a touch off of that, but not quite. Just right through the middle of those blockers.
So a quick start for USD, up 3-0. Golden picks that one up, and that was Sheck who finally gets the Cougars on the board.
Every time the Cougars
Is she still perfect?
She's still perfect. Every time they've set her
wow.
tonight, she's gotten a kill. So yeah, 7 kills, 7 attempts. They're going to keep going to her as long as they possibly can because it's working.
3-1, Sage Brewstad serving it, and that counts as an ace, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, off the hands of Maddie Allen. It bounces off of her teammate. I believe that was Monday, that it bounced off of Monday's leg. So 3-2 now. Brewstad back again to serve.
That's a really important momentum ace for the Cougars out of that 3-0 run.
Yeah, you need to get that momentum back, and now another point for the Cougs. They did not. The Toreros didn't have a chance there. Isabel Clark out of bounds, tried to reach for it in the seats, but
I'd say we can call that an ace too, because that was pretty much out of bounds.
Yeah. Sage Brewstad having a nice little run now, and that time it hits the net. So
yeah.
4-3, Toreros back on top.
I don't hate that error. You get 2 aces in a row, hit one in the net. That's okay. You got them caught back up. You're only down 1 now. You just got to get it back on this one.
Yeah, so the 5'5" junior, Olivia Bennett, now out to serve. Picked up by Brewstad. Sheck again going in for the kill. Wow, she is on a heater tonight. Frickin' Sheck.
Yeah, not only to have no errors, but to have every ball you hit be a kill and not even just an attempt. That is on 8 of them now.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive, especially for the freshman.
And now they bring her out of the game, and it's Vreeling who's back in to the front row. Allen picks that one up. And that one was off the hands of Breeling. And it's going to be a Torero point. So, yeah, hit the antenna. Yeah, the antenna sometimes gets in your way. And I guess that's the key to volleyball is not hitting the antenna. And now back to serve for the Toreros is Maddie Allen. It's picked up by Barbero. And a bit of a scuffle there at the net. I think that's Torero. Yeah, Toreros get the point.
Yeah, low set for Bleshkova. She couldn't quite get to it. It was already below her shoulder by the time she came in. So not a bad pass, but little miscommunications on the setters and hitters on the WSU side.
And again, Barbero has to dive just to pick up the serve. Breeling went for it there, and I believe, no, she did not get it. So,
yeah, into the net.
Okay, that was another net violation, huh?
Yeah.
Cougars struggling to keep momentum. They had it, they lost it. They almost got it back again. Allen again with the serve. Barbero to Bernal, and Katie Ryan went for the kill, and there was a nice block there from the Toreros. And again, 8-4 now. Yeah. USD up big early.
That was a great block from them. I thought the Cougars had that point. They actually had an in-system pass. They had all their options open. They were able to go to Katie Ryan. She had a good swing. Toreros just came in and read that correctly. And that's a tough one, and that's why I think we saw a timeout, because, you know, you think, okay, all the pieces are working on this pass.
Yeah.
We're going to get this point, and then something still stops you. And so that can be frustrating. So I like that they took a timeout, you know, kind of see what their other options are on good passes like that, because they're getting very few of those good passes now. So they got to take advantage of them when they do have them.
Yeah, Katie Ryan, I think she thought she had it.
I thought she had it.
And was that the freshman Ocean Sami who got the block?
I believe so, yeah.
Well, it's time for the cheer squad to throw out T-shirts. So if you're one of the lucky few in the crowd, up here.
I know, I'll take one.
We're seeing Butch the Cougar. He's rocking his kind of an off-brand day for him. He's wearing jean shorts and a cutout vest. Is it
it's
80s
country.
night?
It's country.
Country,
yeah,
okay.
We got some foam red cowboy hats around the bands too. The band's got some on. WSU will come back on the court first. San Diego's taking their time. Just down 4, but it's still early.
Still early here in the third set. And, you know, it's okay to lose the third set. You really need to at least be competitive in the third set.
Definitely.
Because the problem is, if you lose the third set the same way you lost the second set, it's going to be tough to regain that momentum for the fourth set. You at least need to have some momentum.
Yeah, it's got to be close. You got to make something happen.
Yeah. Maddie Allen again back to serve for the Toreros. It feels like she's doing this all set for them. And that was Bleshkova with the kill, finally stopping the Toreros.
And we see that perfect pass from Emma Barbero, and that happens when they're able to get those middles going, because both Bleshkova and Sheck have been successful tonight. Bleshkova with 5 kills, hitting .4, so they can keep Barbero with those passes on the net. They're good to go.
And it looks like that's going to be another point for the Cougs as Kaylee Stoner trying to get it. She saw it opening down to the bottom right, but out of bounds. So 8-6, Cougars within 2, and it's Olivia Bennett. No, that's Olivia Bennett's on the Toreros. That was Jaden Walls for the Cougs who served it. And oh no, off the hands of Barbero who dived for it, trying to save it. That's going to be a point to the Toreros as Barbero was not able, an unsuccessful dig attempt for her. 9-6 now.
That was Ocean Sami's first kill, or not first kill, third kill, but first one of the set. So we'll see her get going this time.
Ocean Sami with a good serve there, and Maddie Allen, wow, how about that? She popped that up so high, and ends up not mattering because that was Isabel Clark who tried to save it out of bounds. It's Cougar point, 9-7.
Yeah,
I've never seen a ball go that high.
She just hit that ball so hard that Maddie Allen literally just put her arms out and it was into the ceiling. So.
Yeah, Vreeling may be the strongest person on this Cougar team. She served it there, and that time the strength becomes at a disadvantage as it went just a little bit too far out of bounds. And now Vreeling is out, and into the game is Logan Golden once again. So, Cougars down by 3. Nemo Beach now back to serve for USD. Golden picked that one up, and now Brustad for the kill off the hands of Allen. Good one there from Brustad. Great attack. 8-10. Torero still up by 2.
Yeah, I really like that point for the Cougars. They took an out-of-system pass off of a tough serve and turned it into something really good. Great out-of-system set from, I believe it was Barbero, put that one up for Brustad.
And now that time, weird little scuffle at the net, but still going. And now, oh my goodness. So that was Breckencheck, maybe her first mistake of the night, as she just couldn't pick that block up. So 11-8 now, Torero.
That was a tough point. Kind of a lot happening, kind of a lot of craziness.
It looks like USD was just kind of in WSU's head.
Yeah.
Brustad going in for the kill, and she's got it. Wow. Anna Jaworkowski tried to pick that one up, and again, just so hard. Brustad hits it really hard, too. It flew, it bounced off of her and went all the way back to where the Toreros are standing with the rest of the team. About maybe 20 feet. That time was Bernal on the serve and Katie Ryan on the kill. And the Cougars now within 1. Good job from Katie Ryan, seeing her opportunity.
Yeah, she barely had to move. She just put it straight down.
And that was a fantastic one. And now Bernal again to serve. Cougars have a chance to make this thing a tie game. And they do not. Not able to do it. Logan Golden fell over, going for the ball, and it goes out.
Yeah, credit to Bernal on those serves. San Diego was having trouble with them passing them super tight, but Monday was able to set or dump that over, trick the Cougars up a little bit.
And now it's Monday on the serve. Brustad picks it up, then Golden. Now back to Brustad on the attack. Saved by Clark, and now the kill from, that was Ocean Sami.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was expecting to see from her tonight, and I think that we're just starting to get it now in set 3, but huge swing from her. Straight down, no block with that.
And now Monday, the net violation, so the Cougars get one right back, still down by 2, 13-11.
Yeah, not a good time for a service error for San Diego. That was a huge kill from Ocean Sami, and they just kind of wasted the energy from that. Keeps the Cougars within 2.
Brustad, good serve, picked up by Beach. Clark going for the kill, but a great block. Was that Check on the block or Katie Ryan? I couldn't tell. They were right next to each other, and I think Isabel Clark, to her credit, it was a good hit, but it was an even better block for the Cougs. Now 13-12. Brustad back to serve again.
Yeah, that ties up the block amount for both teams with 4 blocks tonight. Katie Ryan having 2 of those for the Cougars.
And every time the Cougs get close, it feels like they just make a mistake. That time, Brustad hit it way out of bounds. So now, again, a 2-point game. And now back to serve is Olivia Bennett, the junior. Bennett's serve picked up by Brustad, then to Vreeling, then back to Brustad. And that was, again, Ocean Sami.
Yeah, she found her groove. That's what we've been waiting
in
for.
her groove right now. That's she up to 5 now or 4?
5.
5 kills, so she's starting to put together those stats that we talked about.
WSU block is not getting over there either.
And that time, there it is for the Cougs.
It's Bareksten. 9 for 9.
9 for 9. And every time she gets a kill, they sub her out. I'm not sure if I like that strategy.
Oh,
they have to.
Okay. Yeah.
That's she always happens to get the kills right before being subbed out.
She only gets 3 rotations up in the front row. Yep. Unfortunately.
Barbero served that one and still alive. Vreeling, Barbero with a dig and now a double hit, and that's going to be a point for the Toreros. 16-13. Kind of some miscommunication again there from the Cougs, and I'm waiting for the Cougars to really turn it up a notch, because I think they need to get going here.
Yeah, they keep making great plays, getting good kills, blocks, whatever, and then they lose that momentum right away. Yep.
Just too many mistakes right now. There's a good hit from Lucy Bleshkova to make it a 16-14 game and stop that momentum from Maddie Allen.
Yeah, she's having a great day. 7 kills now and 12 attempts. She's hitting at almost .5. So she's doing a great job if they can keep getting those passes on and feeding her.
Yeah, I really think the trio of freshmen, Bleshkova and Bernal and Breckencheck, those three are so key to the Cougars' success this year. And their continued development is really going to be, I mean, that might be the ultimate key of how high this team can go, is based on how much those three can develop throughout the season. As we see Vreeling with a big kill right there. Cougars back within 2 again, 17-15, and the band is going crazy. Vreeling now back to serve.
So Cougars have 10 service errors now, so that's where we're having a lot of these issues, is we're getting these big points and then we're serving it out or we're shanking the ball or something.
That one, almost another one. It bounced on top of the net, and that is going to be a point for Washington State. It looked to me like that should have been a point for the Toreros. Walk me through it.
That was a beautiful block from Coovert. Solo block, straight down. Those are so hard to do when you're by yourself.
So that landed on their side?
That landed on San Diego's side, yes. It was
wow.
just so
my
great.
eyes deceived me. Great hit there from Nemo Beach. And they saved it somehow. Somehow San Diego saved that point. And again, it's Beach for the block, and now they're calling the whistle, and that's a Cougars point.
Yeah,
Walk me through that. What happened there? Because it looked to me like they saved it again.
So Bleshkova went up for the swing, and San Diego's block straight into the net, so they got whistled right away for hitting that net. Whole net bounced up and down.
So they hit the net, not the ball. Okay.
Yes.
To say, Olivia Bennett had a great little dig to keep that alive, and then they blew the whistle. So.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for her.
Yeah. There's Brustad, big kill, but saved by Maddie Allen. And now Ocean Sami goes in for the kill, and that's going to be a point for the Toreros, so they get back on top. It's a 1-point game. That one almost went out of bounds, I thought, but just barely stayed in.
I like that they're trying to use Ocean Sami in the back row. That throws off WSU's blockers a little bit. I think that's a good strategy for them right now, and obviously it just worked. Got her 7th kill of the night.
Beach there on the serve. Brustad again going for the kill, and she's got it. Tie game. Cougars 18 apiece. So just when you think, are they going to lose 2 in a row? Late in the game, they make a little bit of a comeback. It is a tie game, 18-18.
Yeah, and Brustad's feeling it right now. That's her 7th kill. She's got 22 swings tonight, which is the most of any player in this game. After that huge solo block, she's got that momentum on her side. She's ready to go. And now we got Breckencheck back up there, too.
And Brustad loves to take swings. She tends to have the most attacks out of anybody for the Cougars. There's a point for Toreros. I think that was Clark.
Yep. That's a tough one. Barbero had to be out, so Bleshkova could serve, so we didn't have a libero anchoring that defense back there. So hard one to defend. Good, smart swing from Clark.
And now leaving the game is that Golden is out. Barbero back in. Stoner on the serve for the Toreros, and it's, wow, that was Breckencheck again.
It was.
10 for 10. How about it? Have a day, Breckencheck.
Yeah, that was impressive. The set was super off. She kind of just had to backpedal around it, almost hit it like stationary on her feet, but she found the open hole in the court, made that happen. She's still on that perfect stat.
It's Bernal on the serve for the Cougs. Picked up by Clark. Clark for the kill, and it's not able to pick up the block for the Cougs. Brewstad was there. Katie Ryan also in the area, but a good kill that time for Clark.
Yeah, they're right there, just right off the side of their hands. Not quite, but close a little more, and they're on that one.
And now Monday is the one serving. Barbero picks it up. Shaq going for the attack and the jump ball. Barbero now to Bernal, and Shaq again blocked by the Torero. So that may have been her first attack.
Yeah.
It didn't work out as a kill.
It's not going to get marked as an error, but it will be marked as an attempt. So it'll
Right.
take her 1.0 hit percentage to a 0.9. But
Yeah.
I'm sure she'll take that. It's all right.
Yeah, they can't all be perfect.
Yeah, 2 good swings from her though, just didn't quite work out.
Unfortunately, they don't get the point. So now Torero's again leading by 2, 21-19. Kylie Monday on the serve. Barbero to Brewstad. Big kill. No. Saved by Maddie Allen. Brewstad again. That time it is.
I love that. She takes a huge cross-court swing, and Maddie Allen handles it. So they send it back out to her, and that time she decides to make the smart play and just push it lightly down the line. San Diego's on their heels, expecting that big swing once again, and she gets the point off of that. Really, really smart.
Yeah, a bit of a fake out there. You think she's going to do one thing, she does the other. Now Brewstad's on the serve. Handled by Beach. And now Vreeland going for the attack, and that's going to be out of bounds. So 22-20. Toreros are closing in on a second straight victory. The Cougars need to get things going. They need to tie this up and at least put themselves within striking match, and now a timeout.
Yeah, I think that's a good timeout. You know, you still have time. You're just 2 points behind. It's a side out and then a serve. Credit to Barbero in that last point. She kept the Cougars in it. Great dig on the sideline. Karen Vreeling just a little too much. Sometimes that power of hers is hard to rein in. But yeah, I think you just got to make a good pass, keep it in front of the 10-foot line, which is what the Cougars have been struggling a little bit with tonight. I believe Breckencheck is still in, so set her up, let her do her thing because she's having a day. Yeah, I like the timeout. Both teams look pretty calm. It's a little final push for set 3. But either way, I like how this set has turned out for Washington State. I feel like they've gotten a lot of good momentum built up. So even if this one doesn't end up going in their favor, I think you have something to take into you or take into set 4 with you. And after set 2, I don't feel like they were quite as confident. So I like the way they pull things together. I think there's just a couple more strings that are missing. But other than that, I like what they're trying to put together. I think they're getting there.
Yeah, we'll see how they respond out of the timeout. Of course, you'd love a win, but a close loss is okay as long as you really come back in set 4.
The Cougars, they do have Breckencheck and Katie Ryan and Paige Brewstad on the floor right now.
And that's probably the best combination they can have. They got Vreeling out there, Bernal, and Barbero. This is probably their best six.
Yes, they've got a good rotation right now set up to hopefully take this as a quick side out, make it happen. I'd expect to see this. This is a good pass. Breckencheck, maybe Katie Ryan.
Well, Brewstad to Bernal to Ryan, and it just goes out of bounds. Wazoo thought they had that point.
I also thought that was a touch. I immediately put my
Yeah, it
hand up.
did look like it may have bounced off the Torero.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a challenge coming from the coach, so we'll see what they decide there.
I personally thought I saw it off of their middle blocker. I'm not sure who's up there right now, but I thought I saw it off the hands of a middle. Katie Ryan did too. Immediately when she landed, she put up her little hand.
And the whole team thought that.
Yeah, so we'll see. I'm not sure if it's going to be evidence that's distinguishable enough to overturn it, but I think that's a good challenge. No, neither team has used the challenge yet, so Gotta go for it. Now's a good point in the game. It makes it either 21-22 or 20-23, which is a big difference. But we will see. Unfortunately, we can't see the video board, so I can't say anything else other than what my eyes saw live, and I'm not sure if I trust that. But I did think maybe possibly off the fingers of the middle blocker, because Katie Ryan went kind of just right through the middle there. There wasn't a ton of space, so the ball could have tipped the finger on its way out of bounds.
Well, it's a big call because if the Toreros get it, that's 23-20. But if WSU gets it, it's a 1-point game.
Yep.
So the referees have a lot riding on this right now. I wish we could see that replay. It's hidden down in the corner there, and everybody else can see it. We can't. I would hope, based on the reactions in the crowd, it looks like they think that it was a touch.
Yeah.
But, of course, you never know what the refs are going to do. Let's hope they make the right call.
Well, and if it is overturned, I think that's a big momentum shift for the Cougs, too, because they're
huge for momentum.
They're getting a little timeout right now. They can talk about what they want to do next if they do get this point back or if they don't. But if that call gets overturned in their favor, huge momentum. Build that with only your 1 point behind. That's it. Yeah, we will see. The girls, the way they were looking at the board, looked like they still thought it was a touch. So we'll see.
And what's interesting is the body language on the San Diego side looks like they almost know that they're not going to get this point.
Absolutely, yeah.
Normally, when the team thinks they have it, you can kind of tell. And you can kind of tell they don't think they have it.
Yeah.
Obviously, nothing's guaranteed. Got to see what the NCAA says.
Yeah, it's got to be conclusive, which sometimes is the hard part because there totally could have been a touch. But if it's not quite conclusive evidence, you're not quite sure. And they're going to call it as a touch. So point to Washington State. That's huge.
Yep, there we go.
They knew it. They were ready for that. So call overturned, making it 21-22. Big change. San Diego, you can tell, changed the momentum quite a bit.
So Barbero now to serve with the Cougars down by 1. Still a very winnable set. Allen picks it up. Then to Monday. And then Barbero with the dig. Back over to this USD side. A great save from Bernal. And they're saying, wow. Was that a net?
It was out. San Diego
out. Okay.
Yeah, kind of poked over with one arm twice in that point by WSU. San Diego just tried to put it back over. I thought they had it.
That was the Toreros' point to lose because
absolutely.
Bernal fell over going for that ball, which to her credit, it was a great dive, but she wouldn't have been able to pick that up if they sent it her way again.
Yeah, she could have put, I think it was Monday, could have put that anywhere on Washington State's side and she would have had a point, and it was just out of the line. And that's an even bigger momentum shift for the Cougars. They tie it up. They barely make it out of that point on some scrappy plays and some lucky pokes. And that's super defeating if you're San Diego because it's like, wow, how did they even make that happen? But in a timeout once again, San Diego wants to talk about it now that it's tied up.
Yeah, tie game, 22-22. And it is win by 2, correct? Yeah, so you can't win 25-24. You gotta be 26-24. That's why sometimes these games feel like they go on forever.
Waiting out there, ready to pass and then hit on the outside. So I wouldn't be surprised if in system we see a push straight out to her because they really trust her out there. 10 kills today, 31 swings.
And Barbero again going to serve, 22-22. Beach going in for the kill, and that was out of bounds.
Oh, One of the line judges called out. The other one said in.
The other one said in.
I'm thinking they have to go with the one on the Cougars.
And now they're giving it to the Toreros.
Whoa.
That looked out to me.
Okay, so the line judge is supposed to be calling the back line, called it out. The line judge is supposed to be calling the sideline, called it in. And then the up ref decided to call it a touch. So there's like 3 different calls happening. Cougars sent their captain, Sage Brewstad, up to the up ref to discuss with him about what he saw. I believe you have to go with the ref on the baseline for that call because it was on the baseline. Challenge from the Cougars. They're going to challenge. Finally, what was called was a touch off the Cougars' block.
And who are they saying touched it?
I believe Katie Ryan or Lucy Bleshkova. Is they're saying one of them touched it on the block and then it went out of bounds. Cougars think it was just out. The whole line judge thing was weird. That shouldn't have happened. That's some poor line judging. But we will see if this touch call gets overturned. So WSU uses another challenge. They still had both of them because they did get the one back that they won. If you win a challenge, you get it back. And the coaches are clapping now looking at the video board. So I'm assuming it's obvious that it was out of bounds without a touch. Otherwise, they wouldn't be clapping. But we will see what the rest decides finally.
Wouldn't that be crazy? Back-to-back overturned points for the Cougars.
In the 20s in set 3, it's a big.
Yeah, that's
big
a huge for as far as momentum, as far as winning. I mean, that's the difference between a win and a loss right there.
Absolutely. Yeah, this will put either team ahead 23-22, depending on which way it goes. Taking a little longer than I expected.
So the question is not, was the ball out of bounds? The question is, did the Cougars touch the ball before it went out of bounds?
Yep.
See, I didn't think they did.
I also didn't think they did.
Now, I'm known to be wrong, as we've talked about. My eyes often do play tricks on me watching volleyball. You a little bit more experienced at watching this sport, and so I think that if you think, let's hope that you're right.
I was personally questioning if it was in or out, but okay, yeah.
Yep. Okay, there we go.
Once again. So Cougars still gets Corey Schrader gets to keep his 3 challenges still. Fullerton very excited about that one. Cougars up 23-22. 2 points away.
And now again, it's Barbero. Beach picks it up. Ocean Sami went in for the kill, but it was blocked by the Cougars.
That's a huge block at 23-22.
Look at that.
Bleshkova, almost a solo block on Ocean Sami. And if you're going to shut somebody down like that on San Diego, why not shut down their stud freshman with a solo block and make it set point?
Yeah, the 6'3" freshman Lucy Bleshkova out of the Czech Republic, making her presence felt as she blocks the freshman of the week, Kennedy Ocean Sami. And it is now, the Cougars were down 22-20. Now they lead 24-22. They're on a 4-0 run. This is the best we've seen them play all set. And now is a chance to send it to set 4 with a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, Lucy Bleshkova, that's her 3rd block of the night. She's also hitting above a .5, so she's doing great today. That's a huge one. And now San Diego's wondering, okay, so usually we like to send it out either to Nemo Beach or Ocean Sami, but I think they're trying to avoid Beach a little bit right now because they've got Katie Ryan blocking her out there, which is a tough one to get around. But now apparently you have somebody that's tough to get around on the other side too, is Bleshkova. So you really got to decide where you're going. You really got to dial in that pass so that you have those options. Because Washington State's defense right now is shutting you down, and they're going away. So we'll see what they decide to go with. And right now their options seem to be limited because Bleshkova is owning the net. Fullerton on their feet, getting jaws going before this set point.
Barbero again. Can she send the Cougars with a win in set 3? trying to seal the deal. Picked up by Allen. Ocean Sami puts it over. Great save by Barbero. Now the whistle's blown. And that's the point for USD. What are they saying?
I believe Bernal was in the net, which is a really unfortunate time to have that.
Yeah, that's a tough net violation.
Yeah, WSU was looking good at that point, but they still got an opportunity. They just got to reset, still up by 1. They can win it on this set here.
Allen with the serve. Brewstad picks it up. Bernal. Ryan for the kill. She's got it. How about that? The Cougs win set 3.
Point of Katie Ryan. She had a huge goal in San Diego's block. She just had to swing away, deep across on the floor. And I love how the Cougars came back and won that. They get to take that with them in set 4. You're down 22-20. You come back and win. We'll move forward and we'll see what San Diego responds with. Switching sides again. Last time we switched sides didn't go well for the Cougars. So.
Yeah, the Cougars have appeared to enjoy playing on the far side. Now on the near side, we'll see what they bring. One more set and they will win this game.
And very even so far. The Cougars hitting .29, San Diego hitting .26. So very even battle of hitting efficiency. 92 kills for San Diego, 91 for WSU. Blocks 5 for San Diego, 6 for WSU. So everything is looking very even. This is definitely a battle for both teams. It's going to be a matter of who can start out with momentum, get on a run, and keep that run either way.
Doing some scoreboard watching. It's NCAA football Saturday. Number 20, Oklahoma State has lost to Kansas State, 42-20. So that opens up a potential top 25 spot for your Cougars if they win tonight, assuming Oklahoma State will fall out of it. Also an upset in Mississippi. Kentucky, after they almost upset Georgia, they upset Ole Miss, 20-17. Michigan almost was upset. They beat Minnesota 27-24. BYU 34-28 over Baylor. And right now we're watching Texas A&M tied with Arkansas at 14 apiece. If they lose, that's another top 25 spot off the board. So Washington State, if they win tonight, could potentially be ranked as high as maybe 22 in the rankings. That would be awesome for them. Of course, they need to handle their business against Boise State.
You say they're 26 right now?
26 right now. Okay. They're the highest. They got the most votes out of all the unranked teams. So they're unofficially ranked at 26. And I wonder if we can find some NCAA volleyball scores. I don't know how many games are happening today. Looks like there are a lot happening today. Wow. Any that have finished. Number 24, Dayton, with a 3-0 win over Rhode Island. UC Irvine 3-2 over Hawaii. Not seeing any other ranked scores yet today.
Yeah, I think a lot of the conferences are on a Friday, Sunday schedule. I'm not sure why we're doing the Thursday, Saturday thing, but
yeah.
I do know, I believe U of O had their first Big Ten win last night.
Sacramento State beat Eastern Washington 3-1. Familiar foe for the Cougs.
All right, the Cougars will start out. Breckencheck up in the front, Katie Ryan and Sage Brewstad. I love this starting rotation. I think it's a good one.
Yeah, Shaq, Ryan, and Brewstad. You've got Vreeling in the back. And it looks like, is that going to be
Bernal?
Who's with it? Bernal, yeah. Bernal's on the serve.
Looks like San Diego's got Clark and Kristen Erlin. and Ocean Sami up there.
Well, Clark and Ocean Sami have done a lot of the heavy lifting for the Toreros in this game. As Clark again puts it over to start set number 4. Beach, a nice little dig, and over to Ocean Sami. Ocean Sami again, saved by Bernal, and now Ryan going after Ocean Sami, and Ryan, I think, got the point there. She did.
Yeah,
it's
right
1-0 Cougs.
Right through Ocean Sami. Block wasn't quite strong enough. She was able to just push it right down against her chest.
Bernal again on the serve, picked up by Maddie Allen. And again, it's Ocean Sami going for the kill, but it's off the net, and it's 2-0 Washington State on top. Ocean Sami getting a little bit too aggressive there, it looked like. Well, just as talented as she is. Bernal again back to the line, 2-0 Cougs. That one picked up by Clark. And that was Nemo Beach going for the attack, and it's blocked by Breckenscheck.
The solo block for Breckenscheck, once again adding to this spectacular day she's had. I think she's going to have several career highs. She already is at 10 kills, which is a career high she matched on Thursday, and she's going to keep going. Big solo block, keeps the Cougs momentum on the 3-0 run.
What I love about this for Breckenscheck is that it's not just a one-off performance. She already had her breakout on Thursday, and now having another breakout here, this might just be what we can expect to see out of her going forward.
And there she is. That's the career high for her. 11 kills on the night, off of her 12 attempts. So she's on it.
I mean, even if you can just count on her for 7 or 8 kills a game, that's huge. And the fact that she's now giving you 10 and 11 back-to-back games, how about it? Bernal again on the serve with a 4-0 lead. Maddie Allen sent that one sky high. Vreeling to Bernal, to Brewstad, and another kill for the Cougs. Bouncing off the hands of Clark, goes out of bounds. It's 5-0 Torero. Torero's call a timeout, down 5-0 to the Cougs.
Yeah, they'll take the timeout on that 5-0 run. They just can't stop anything. Washington State's using all their weapons. I just did research because I was curious. The WCC preseason ranking, San Diego was ranked to finish second. They did have 2 votes for first place. Pepperdine was chosen to finish first in this conference this season. They're a very strong team. We saw them here last year in the first round of the playoffs. WSU did not face them. However, Pepperdine faced Dayton in the first round, went to 5. Dayton ended up winning that, and WSU faced Dayton in the second round. However, they're a very good team, so they've been in Pullman before. But yeah, San Diego picked to finish second overall. Washington State picked 6th in the preseason poll, which I was a little surprised about. However, if they can pull off even honestly a 4 or a 5-set win over San Diego, that's going to make a big statement in the conference. Say, hey, we're new to the WCC, but we're here to play. And also, what a confidence boost for them to go into the rest of the conference play to take on one of the top teams in the conference, and even just perform this well against them. I think it's a great statement for them. So yeah, number 2 preseason for San Diego, number 6 for WSU.
Yeah, that number 1 team, Pepperdine, right now leading Pacific 2-1. All elsewhere in the WCC, Santa Clara just kicked off against San Francisco. They're up 1-0 in the first set there. So WCC volleyball action happening right now. And Oregon State is on the court against Portland.
Oh, whoa.
It looked like the band may have played a little bit too long there. Can you foul the band? Is that a thing?
I'm not sure, but the ref just called a replay.
A replay, so. Okay, yeah. The band maybe needs to pay a little more attention. The director was really into it. And,
either that or Bernal was just a little too excited and served a little too early. There's 2 options there.
Yeah, so again, Bernal on the serve. 5-0 Cougars. Ocean Sami puts it over, and another point for the Cougs. Out of bounds.
And San Diego was very, out of sorts that time. Bad pass, miscommunication on trying to save the out-of-system ball. You wonder if the band, the point before that had something to do with it, kind of rattled them a little bit. The band is on their side, so can't say I love that happening, but...
No. Bernal again, back to serve. 6-0. Cougs on top here in set 4. Allen picks it up. Going in for the kill. That was Kristen Erland, and finally getting the Toreros on the board at 6-1.
Yeah, that was a great swing. San Diego had a perfect pass. They were able to put it up to her. She had almost no blockers up on her, so she just took a full swing at that.
And now it is Olivia Bennett going to serve for the Toreros. Their first time serving in this set. Brustad picks it up. Sheck puts it over. Ocean Sami now tipping it over. Barbero to Brustad. Big attack from Brustad, but saved by Allen. Now Nemo Beach puts it over. And a great save there by Vreeling. Another time, Vreeling. This time it goes out of bounds. Point to the Toreros.
Yeah, Vreeling save just over. Set up Kristen Erland nicely for the overpass kill right back at her. It's so hard to get another dig after that you just hit it right at him.
Yeah, Erland's had a quieter day than some of the other members of her Torero team, but a nice back-to-back points for her that time. Bennett served this time, picked up by Vreeling. And that was Katie Ryan, and almost had it. Maddie Allen, great dig. Ryan that time saves it, puts it over to Brustad. Now Maddie Allen again setting up Beach, but Beach cannot convert that into a point because that was Bernal on the save. And now the block, and that was Erland again. So Erland has won them 3 points in a row.
Yeah, it's going to be her 5th kill, I believe. A lot of tipping in that point from Washington State. They kind of backed off a little bit, and San Diego picked that up well. Allen with a great pancake save. Washington State got to try to get those deep balls back in.
Yeah. Brustad moving over after the serve again from Bennett, and now that was Ella Durham who hit that one just a little bit too far, out of bounds. Point to the Cougs now, lead 7-3. And that's going to be Brustad serving for Wazoo with a 4-point lead, and that hits the net. So right away, just maybe trying to get a little bit too aggressive early in this game, trying to put them away. You know, a couple aces might be enough to just put them away, but you risk that happening and give them some momentum back. So now it's Maddie Allen back to serve again. 7-4 Cougs. Allen serve picked up by Barbero. And now it's Monday, and was that it looks like Toreros may have hit the net?
No. Breckencheck on the block.
Touched the net on the block. Okay, 7-5.
Although it looks like we're going to pull a challenge card on that.
Another challenge,
Schroeder's
okay.
Gonna pull a challenge. I mean, he's got 2 still, so I think he's trying to figure out what exactly he's challenging. Yep, so he's going to challenge that net violation, which I was pretty sure I saw her in the net, but we will see what they see on the replay.
7-5 right now. If the Cougs, I guess we'd probably replay, right? It would be 7-4.
I believe it
they
would have
couldn't.
to be a replay.
They couldn't give a point. Yeah.
Yes.
They wouldn't give a point to the Cougs. They could take away one from the Toreros. Elsewhere in the WCC, Oregon State leading 1-0 against Portland. LMU 1-0 over St. Mary's. Grand Canyon down 0-1 against Seattle. And I believe Grand Canyon's an honorary member of WCC?
I'm not sure.
Not exactly sure. I think that's all of the WCC matchups. So a lot of WCC volleyball happening today,
Yeah, Cougars were in Santa Clara on Thursday, so they had to make the trip back to Pullman, which is interesting because when they used to be on Pac-12 play, it used to be, okay, you had 2 games at home for the weekend, 2 games away in similar places for the weekend, kind of like San Diego did this weekend. But now a little bit different, so they've got new places to go to, new scheduling to work out. You got to get used to being away and then being home 2 days later. So a little bit of an adjustment for them, but also kind of exciting. You know, they get to go explore new cities, new facilities.
Yeah, a lot of fun travel, and you'd hope that they would have a little bit of time to do that exploring, and it won't just be all business. Although you never know when you're locked into volleyball. Maybe that, you know, you get there, go to the hotel, practice for 5 hours, play your game, and you're out.
And I'm noticing WSU, the last several swings have all had to be tipped. They haven't had a solid swing in a while. I'm wondering if there's something happening with the setting or if they've just kind of gotten a little nervous, backed off a little bit, but I would like to see them start to take those swings again because San Diego is covering those tips super well. They're giving San Diego a lot of easy opportunities to come back and swing at them. So I'm wondering if we need to clean up the setting or if those hitters just need to get a little confidence back somehow, but still up 7-5 for now, possibly, depending on this challenge, but it'd be nice to keep that 5-0 start. You don't want to lose that nice run you had right in the beginning.
Yeah, they went on such a nice run there, and you're right. I mean, to let that evaporate would be tough.
Looks like the point's going to stay with San Diego, so they're going to agree that Breckenscheck was in the net, which I agree with as well. I saw it right away. And that's going to go back to San Diego and keep the Cougs with just a 2-point lead. So we'll see if they can recover here and stretch that lead out a little further moving into the fourth set.
So it's Allen again will serve. Breeling going for the attack, out of bounds, 7-6.
She took a swing though, which I like. That's what I was just saying.
She did. She took a big swing, trying to get that momentum back. But she tried to get a little bit. She was really hoping that it would land right there on the outside. Again, Allen to serve, picked up by Barbero. To Bernal, to Ryan. Ryan's attack was blocked by Beach, but I think it went out of bounds, maybe. And there's, again, we don't know who that pointed. Now there's signaling to the Toreros.
So, yeah, they were going to say that Beach's block was inbounds on the Cougars side. Cougars immediately are disagreeing with that. I couldn't really see it because the pole is in the way, but Cougars were standing right on top of it, so you would think maybe they saw it either.
I don't know about these refs. I feel like we've had a lot of these kind of controversial close calls, and of course, 3 challenges, 2 of them were overturned. Mm-hmm. Would he be bold enough to call another challenge after his last one just got overturned?
I think what's frustrating for both teams is when the refs are inconsistent, and I think that's what we're seeing happen. They're not confidently making calls. They're kind of like all making different calls and then like, oh, let's talk about it.
Yeah,
so I think that's frustrating for both teams that are playing.
Are these the JV refs? I mean, what's going on here?
I will say it's also kind of interesting to consider how many calls. Okay, it's going to stay with Washington State. Yeah, I was going to say it's interesting how many challenges are overturned because that speaks to how the reffing, the quality of it originally. Last year when we hosted the NCAA tournament, I talked to the reffing coordinator because she was here, and she was taking stats on how many challenges were actually overturned or not because it told her who her better refs were. So kind of interesting. Right. You see 2 or 3 challenges get overturned in the Cougars' favor, and you kind of wonder like what's happening on the floor live.
Well, so perhaps the WCC reffing budget isn't as major as the Pac-12 reffing budget. I don't know. Although a lot of people complain about the Pac-12 refs. Nemo Beach really went for that one. Didn't end up getting it. Great save by Barbero, and now the Cougars with another point. Kylie Monday dived for it, couldn't get there. 9-6 Cougs.
Yeah, Bleshkova's 10th kill of the night. Great swing from her. Great save by Emma Barbero. Not only did she get to that really hard swing from Beach, but it was right on top of Bernal's head, which is exactly what she needed.
And now it's Barbero who will serve. Picked up by Beach. Over to Monday, back to Beach, blocked by Ryan, saved by Bennett. Now Brustad to Bernal, to Vreeling. Beach puts it up. Good save by Bernal again to Barbero. And that was, wow, a great block again. Was that Bleshkova on the block? Wow, how about that?
Another huge solo block for Bleshkova.
It was Stoner who had the attack, and it looked to me like Stoner had a nice opportunity there, but Bleshkova, just her presence on the front when she's up there, she is so strong and talented.
Oh, hold on. Points to San Diego.
Okay, so never mind.
Maybe she hit the net, but I'll give her credit. It was a great block even if she hit the net. She should take the confidence from that anyway.
So Brustad puts that up. Now Katie Ryan going for the attack. Great save by Maddie Allen, diving out of bounds. Back to Ryan, and now that's going to be another point for USD. 9-8. They kind of just fell there, and nobody really went for it.
Yeah, miscommunication. Bernal and Bleshkova. Looks like Bernal was putting her up for a little bit of a higher set in the middle, and Bleshkova was coming in for a pick, and so it just kind of was a little high for her on where she was timing-wise.
And that time, Breeling with the kill. And the Cougs finally getting the point that I think they should have gotten a little bit before, but 10-8, they're still on top.
That was a good setting decision from Bernal. You know, Bleshkova had a couple weird points, you know, maybe give her a little break, go out to Breeling. Some of that you'll see her as she gets more experience, because she is still a freshman. You got to get those hitter connections, but getting there.
And now Jaden Walls again, just kind of putting a thumb in the Cougars' momentum as she sends one into the net, 10-9. Nemo Beach going to serve for the Toreros. And that's over as well. So, service violation for the Cougs, service violation for the Toreros. We're back where we started. Cougs up by 2 with the ball.
And the Toreros had those 3 service errors in set 1 and then 1 in set 2, and hadn't had one since then, but now they're back to those, so we'll see if they can get the serving back under control again.
Breeling serves at that time for the Cougs. Clark with a big attack, but saved by Barbero. Now Bruchette comes in on the attack. Picked up by Beach. Again Clark, again blocked. That was Bernal, and now out of bounds. That's going to be a point to the Cougs.
Yeah, that was a really good decision actually by Kylie Monday to try to set her jump over her head. There was nobody there on the Cougs side, but just out of bounds. Had that ball been in, that would have been a really smart play. But the Cougars will take that one, and they'll keep that 3-point lead going.
Now 12-9, and now 12-10 as the Toreros going to get a point right back.
Yeah,
Jaden Walls dived for it, and it kind of just went nowhere.
Yeah, Monday said, okay, I missed my first setter dump, let me try again. And that time it paid off for her, so getting the satisfaction she missed on the one before that.
Haley Stoner serving for the Toreros, and that is another service violation, out of bounds.
Yeah, so second consecutive service error. Like I just said, those are the first errors since set 2. And so interesting to see, kind of you had the service breakdown in set 1, and now we're in set 4 now, and coming back around, so. Oh, interesting. We're going to get Maramoto in to serve for Bleshkova.
Not someone who serves often, the freshman out of Hawaii. Saved by Allen and Clark on the kill. Isabel Clark has had a massive impact in this game for the Toreros. Just a steady presence up there, and again, she's a freshman too. Her and Kennedy Oceansami, both freshmen, and they have been consistently up there in the front row, getting these points for the Toreros. Kylie Monday now on the serve. Toreros down by 2. Vreeling with a nice dig. Now back over to the Toreros side. It's Monday again. Over to Oceansami. Back to the Cougs. Barbero. Now Brewstad kind of just tips it over. Allen. Now Clark going for the attack. Dig by Vreeling. Clark again on the attack. Again saved by the Cougs. Third time's a charm for Clark. Nope. Barbero picks it up over to Bernal. Now Allen, and now Oceansami blocked, but it's blocked out of bounds, and that's a point for the Toreros.
That was a great point. Cougars hung in it, had a couple great blocks in there. Sheck almost had that one just out of bounds, but both teams really making each other play.
Yeah, very nice long little rally there. So again, Monday to serve. Picked up by Barbero. Over to Bernal, and now it's Sheck on the attack, and that one is, again, going to go to the Toreros, who've tied it up 13-13.
Yeah, Kristen Erland, great block. San Diego figured out, okay, Brecken Sheck is a threat. We got to get our block up on her, so they did just that. It was a good swing, good pass, everything from WSU. It's just Toreros finally got their block over to Sheck, as they've been needing to do. She's still sitting at 12 kills on 16 attempts, so she's just fine with that. She'll bounce back, but they're going to be tied up now going into this timeout.
And it is now, 13-13. The Toreros were down by 5. They have come all the way back to tie this thing up. They needed to do it to give themselves a chance to win.
Yeah, must-win set for San Diego. They want to see a run right now, push the lead. WSU wants to keep them right where they are. Isabel Clark leading the Toreros with 11 kills on 26 attempts, also with 2 blocks. So she's really been making a difference in this game. Along with Demo Beach, 10 kills, and she got 39 points, which is the most for any player in this match. So not surprising that they're beating Demo Beach, last year's WCC Freshman of the Year. Right now, San Diego, that's really their 2 weapons. Washington State has Bareksten and Katie Ryan up there with 12 and 11 kills, respectively. So both teams have some really efficient hitters tonight. Also, a lot of freshmen making a difference in the game, which is interesting.
Yeah, between Ocean Sami and Clark for the Toreros, and on the Washington State side, Bareksten, Lucy Bleshkova, and Natalia Bernal. 5 freshmen who have really played big parts in this game. Kylie Monday, also a freshman. I didn't even know that. I didn't even realize that.
2 freshman setters, which is really unusual.
Freshman Monday, who just got the serve, but that time the Cougars get the point back. 14-13, so just hanging on to this lead.
Yeah, that puts Brustad into double-digit kills. Nice little go set there for her.
So she has 10. Bareksten still has 12, leads the team, yeah?
Yeah.
Clark picks that one up, and now it looks like that one almost bounced off the head of Ocean Sami. Headers allowed. Brustad with that one, and the Cougars celebrated a little bit too early. It looks like it went out of bounds. And
Barbero is mad about something.
I think that was out of bounds, though, so I think that's going to be, well... We're
going to get a challenge.
Another challenge,
I believe
wow.
They're going to challenge a touch. Barbero was very confident that that should be their point. She immediately went over to Coach Corey Schrader, was basically telling him, you have to challenge, and then he challenged and gave her a high 5. So I don't know what she saw, but she is thinking she saw something that's going to get the Cougars a point, and so they're going to go for another challenge. I believe that is his last challenge, though, because he did lose one earlier. However, if they do win this challenge, they will keep it. It would make it 15-13 instead of 14-14. But we'll see if Barbero knew what she was talking about. I didn't really see what happened, but...
Once again, the Cougars are clapping as if they believe that this is going to be another overturn.
Yep.
Again, I mean, just not a great day from your referee corps, and I don't know who it is in the what do you call the guy who stands on the
he's the up ref.
The up ref,
and then the other one's the down ref.
So it seems to me like it's been
but...
the up ref who's been making these mistakes.
Yep.
And I would think the up ref is supposed to be the most experienced, right? So,
depends, but
maybe not.
He definitely has the final say. He should be more confident.
Yeah. And I don't know. A rough day for the up ref. Maybe he's a little bit sleepy. I don't know. I probably shouldn't say that on air. 14-14.
And San Diego, honestly, looking a little defeated in the huddle right now. You can tell just kind of posture-wise, heads are down. I'm starting to feel, I mean, it could be tied, but you're in a win or lose set right now. And things aren't exactly going your way, especially with the calls and just crazy stuff happening on WSU side that they're getting lucky with. So, a little defeated for the Toreros. We'll see what they can pull together in the second half of this set.
And I believe this point is probably going to go to Wazoo.
Based on their reactions, yes. I wish we could see it, but...
Yeah.
I'll put some faith in Emma Barbero. She's pretty confident. Yep.
All right. There we go.
Third overturn challenge that Corey Schrader has won.
I mean, seriously, if not for Corey Schrader's challenges, if the refs had their way, Wazoo would have lost the last set, and they would be losing this set as well.
Yes.
So, credit to Corey Schrader for knowing when to challenge.
Trusting his players as well.
Yeah, seriously. Bernal on the serve that time, picked up by Allen. And that was Christian Erland again, who sent it over the net.
Yeah, nice swing from her. WSU's block had a nice gap in it for her. She took advantage of that. No one can stop that one.
Washington State, they're halfway to victory, 15-14, but the Toreros don't want to go down easily. Olivia Bennett on the serve. Breeling picks it up. Bernal. Brustad on the attack, picked up by Allen, and now it's Beach on the attack. She gets it, the kill, and it's tied again, 15-15.
That was really nice, clean volleyball from the Toreros. Great dig off of a hard attack. They had all their options open, and Beach took advantage of it. If they can keep pulling points together like that, they're in good shape.
Bennett again. That time it took a dig from Brustad. And now that was just out of reach from Taryn Breeling. So Toreros back in the lead. Actually, not back in the lead. For the first time, they're in the lead of this set. They led pretty much the entire third set and then lost it in the end. Now this time they were trailing, and now they're in front. Olivia Bennett again going to serve. Wazoo would love to go on a little bit of a run here and take the momentum away from the Toreros, because they're starting to feel it again. And there you go. That's just what you needed. Service violation. Bennett, a little bit too far. 16-all, 15-16.
Yeah, third service error of the set for the Toreros. Last time they had 3 was in set 1, which they also lost by 3 points. So it's interesting because even though the score is tied, it doesn't really feel like that in here.
No, it really doesn't. Brustad, and that one again off the hands of Allen. That's going to be an ace for the Cougs for Sage Brustad. 17-16. Cougs back on top by 1.
And that's Brustad's third ace of the night. She's leading all players. That was a great serve, high float. Probably would have gone out, but doesn't seem like it when you're on the court. So
again, Brustad picked up by Allen. Ocean Sami going for the attack. Brustad to Bernal. Breeling on the kill. Olivia Bennett couldn't get to it. Taryn Breeling making it a 2-point lead for the Cougs.
I love that swing from Breeling. I feel like we see her go really hard cross court a lot of times, but instead she took a little bit off it and went down the line, and that paid off.
So again, it's Brustad serving it, and that should be an ace. Maddie Allen didn't know what to do. It went right by her. She thought it was going to go out of bounds. It didn't. And now in 19-16, Torero's going to take another timeout.
Yeah, fourth ace for Sage Brustad. Just touched right off of Maddie Allen's fingers as well. It looks like she maybe wanted to let it go out and couldn't decide, and then tried to make it seem like she did, but the line judge caught on that touch. Sage Brustad, important ace for them as they creep closer to being that first team to 20 in this set, which is so important. Katie Ryan leading the Cougars, 12 kills. Sage Brustad and Breckencheck right behind her with 11. Nemo Beach and Isabel Clark both with 11 as well. And right now it's just the Toreros are honestly making their own mistakes. What's killing them? WSU, well, Sage Brustad is serving well. San Diego suddenly isn't able to put a pass up. And even when they are, they're missing their serve too. So everything San Diego's kind of doing right now is unforced errors. So we'll see if they can clean those up and fix something together. But basically right now they're beating themselves. And you can tell they look like they're in their heads. They look pretty defeated. They're only 3 points behind, but it doesn't really feel in here like the Cougars are a lot more ahead than that based on just the energy on both sides.
Yeah, it feels like the Cougars are riding the wave to victory. We'll see what the San Diego Toreros can do. You know, I was thinking, Abby, I think Emma Barbero may have missed an opportunity to have one of the greatest rhyming sequences if Barbero could have been the libero for the Toreros.
Oh, I see.
Dr. Seuss could have come up with that.
Yeah. I mean,
But
we've got the libero rhyme already.
we've already got the libero rhyme, but now instead, Barbero the libero trying to beat the Toreros.
There you go.
Nemo Beach trying to prevent that from happening on the attack, but Barbero picked it up, and now Breeling on the attack. There was nobody in the middle. They left the middle wide open, and Breeling takes advantage. 20-16, Cougars 5 points away.
Yeah, Yeah, Nemo Beach, big swing. Emma Barbero kept him in that point overpass, and then the Cougars saved the kill, or the kill attempt on the overpass, got him to 20.
And now Brewstad on the serve. And that's another ace. How about that? Fifth of the day. Sage Brewstad and the Cougs closing in. They're 4 points away, and San Diego having a discussion about something out there.
Well, they're going to sub in Ella Durham for Ocean Sami, which is the first time we've seen Ocean Sami come off the court tonight. I think they're just trying to switch things up because obviously the serve receive is breaking down.
Allen receives that one over to Bennett, and now Nemo Beach puts it over. Barbero, Bernal, and Katie Ryan on the kill. Cougars making it a great little run right now. They've scored 4 straight. It's 22-16.
Yeah, this might be the cleanest I've seen WSU play, at least today. They're stringing together points, perfect passes, nice sets. They seem like they have a plan on every point, which is exactly what you want.
And that time, it goes out of bounds from Brewstad. The 22-17, but the Cougars went on a nice little 4-0 run, extending the lead from 2-6, and now they're only 3 away from victory over the Toreros. Maddie Allen back to serve. Toreros need to go on a run to stay in it. Picked up by Vreeling to Bernal. Ryan way out of bounds.
I think she got a little excited.
Yeah, just a little bit of energy flowing through those veins right now.
Yeah.
Still up on top by 4 are the Cougs. And now another timeout.
Yeah, I think he just wants them to calm down a little bit. Obviously, you just had Katie whale one out. I think, just settle things down. We're up by 4, but we still got to focus and play our game. And I think maybe that's just what he's going to try to remind them of is just relax, finish it off. They really have the wheel right now, and you got to remember that you do. So, but San Diego trying to string together a run. They'll probably do that for Nemo Beach if they can. Maddie Allen back in the service line. I'm interested to see how she comes out of the timeout with the serve because she's probably a little shaken up. She got ace 2 or 3 times in that Sage Brewstad run. So it's really hard to come out of that and put together these clutch serves. She's about to have to do on the timeout. So I'm also wondering if Corey Schroeder is thinking, hey, maybe we can ice Allen out of the timeout and see if we can make a point that way, especially with the service errors that San Diego's are making. So
yeah,
we'll see how she recovers out of this little break. If she can keep it together, or we're gonna have a little breakdown. But we'll see.
Volleyball it's interesting because it's one of those few sports where the total score doesn't really matter. USD still has more points overall than Washington State, but it won't matter if Washington State can finish this out. They would win 3-1.
Yeah, it's so interesting. It's really about when you're winning points. I mean, obviously you got to get enough, but a lot of times it's so dependent on, okay, we won this string of points and that's the string we needed. So
yeah. Cougs lead by 4. They won the first set by 3. They won the second set by 2. Or the third set by 2. They lost the second by 10. Vreeling going for the attack. Maddie Allen saves it. Now it'll be Ryan going for the attack. That time it was saved by Monday. And now it hits the net and it's a point for the Cougs.
Yeah, Bareksten puts down the overpass off of Katie Ryan's head. So she's going to knock that one to her stats to stay as
How about that? Is that 13?
Yeah, I think so.
23-18. Cougs up by 5. Barbero to serve. And it's off the hands of Nemo Beach. Somehow saved by Olivia Bennett. I don't know how they did that. Still going. Bennett was way out of bounds. I mean, if they get that point, good for them, and they do.
Yeah, they deserve that.
Wow.
Had they been on the other side of the court, she wouldn't have had room to run that far. So the fact that she even got herself back there, the whole bench moved out of the way for her, saved that ball. So credit to Bennett, because that should have been an ace and given the Cougs that point, but she kept her team in that.
In terms of the front line, too, I mean, Haley Stoner had to give it the free ball to the Cougs, and then the Toreros front line held strong. 23-19. It was Jarakowski, her first serve of the set, and it's a point for the Toreros.
Haley Stoner, huge block, and they're doing what the things they need to make a late run. They're building these big momentum points. They're still behind by 3, but they're definitely putting the pieces together. Is it early enough to do that, though?
23-20. Serve picked up by Brewstad. Over to Taryn Vreeling, who makes it happen, and it's now set point. Vreeling hits it so hard, we say this every time she touches the ball.
And she's going to put Bowler Gym on their feet with that 4-point lead. Cougars need one more. Veronica Vodula going to go to the service line to do it.
Vodula, the serve, 24-20, hits the net, and it goes the other side. San Diego didn't even have a chance. Off the top of the net, it's an ace. An unlikely ace, but it's still an ace. 25-20, Cougars win it. 3-1 here in Buller.
A little bit of an anticlimactic way to do it, but Veronica Vodula will take the ace off the tape. And that'll be a win, 3-1 over San Diego for the Cougars. So they're going to take down that preseason number 2 of the WCC. Get a little attention on their name. San Diego also receiving votes, and WSU not. So we'll see where that puts the Cougars. But I think they put together a lot of great things today. You know, they had a rough second set. You could have just completely fallen apart after that. But they pulled together. They came back from being down in the third, and they rode that all the way through to set 4. And I love to see the fact that we didn't have to go to 5 either.
Yeah, exactly. Both times I've been on the call for this team, they've won it in 4, and they remain undefeated in conference play. 2-0 in the WCC.
They'll get San Diego the first loss in the conference as well, so big win for WSU. It's a good start for the day for WSU sports.
Yeah, great start for the day. Tune in later tonight on KUGR Radio, KUGR Sports Radio, right here on the YouTube Live. You're going to get to listen to Luke and Josiah call the WSU versus Boise State football game. A lot of stakes in that one, so don't go anywhere. That'll be in a couple hours, in 5 hours, at 7 p.m. right here on KUGR Sports. For now, this has been Levi and Abby. It's been an honor, Abby. I'm sure we'll get at it again in another volleyball game. I'm just learning so much about this sport. I'm having a blast. This is fun. Cougs are on top, and there might be a new top dog in the WCC. I don't want to jump the gun.
We gotta wait for Pepperdine.
Pepperdine, next weekend. How about that? Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you guys next time. And as always, Abby, you're meant to say go Cougs.
Go Cougs.
All right. That's fun. I'm getting into the